Hello everyone, today I'm making the king of all curries. It's Lamb Vindaloo. This is from my cookbook, The Curry Guy Bible. Let's get going. Okay, so as you can see, I've got all of my ingredients here ready to go. I suggest you do the same. You'll be much happier if you do because it's a lot easier. All the ingredients will be listed down below this video no matter where you're watching it. If you're watching on YouTube or on my blog, you'll have all the ingredients so you can cook along. The only difference with this recipe and the one that's in my book is this is a curry house portion. So I'm cooking it for 1 to 2 people, whereas in the book it's a family size, so to feed 4. Vindaloos are supposed to be quite spicy. I think mine's kind of like, it's spicy, but you're in complete control of that. You can go ahead and add a little bit of, about 2 tablespoons of oil there. You're in control of that. So if you don't want to make a vindaloo that's really spicy, then cut back on some of the fresh chilies or cut back on the chili powder. Totally down to you. The one I make is perfect for my liking. And I'm going to just go ahead and add, this is an Indian bay leaf. It's from the cassia tree. I got a couple of star anise. I'm going to add that to there as well. And a few cardamom pods, which I've smashed so the flavor comes out of the seeds, because there's no flavor in the actual pods themselves. We're just gonna let that flavor that oil there for a couple seconds. And then I've got some garlic and ginger paste. And I usually go quite heavy on the garlic and ginger paste in these curries, but I'm going to do it exactly as if it were a half portion, and I'm going to add just a splash here, about a tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste. And we're going to let that cook off the rawness for about 30 seconds. Already smelling good, garlic and ginger, you can't go wrong, it's very nice. To that, I'm going to add some spices. And the spices are about a tablespoon of Kashmiri chili powder. I've got a tablespoon of mixed powder. You could use a Madras curry powder, but the mixed powder, I do have a video for that. And that is a curry house style curry powder. I just got about a half teaspoon there of turmeric. I'm just going to add all that in there. And when I do, it's going to become a bit dry in the pan. You'll see that. So I'm just going to kind of let those sizzle in there with all that oil and the garlic and ginger. There we are. That's kind of our base masala going right there. To that, I'm going to add some chilies, and I've got two Scotch bonnet chilies there, and also a couple of fingered chilies as well. We're just going to mix those in. There we are. And now, because it's getting dry, we're going to go ahead and add about 125 milliliters of passata. You could use like a tomato puree, from the tube, and just take like about one tablespoon of that and mix it with about 3 or 4 tablespoons of water, and you'll get pretty much the same flavor. There we are. Now, I got some heated base sauce here. There's also a base sauce recipe on my channel, so if you need to know how to do that, it's quite simple. I'm going to add some of this hot base sauce to the pan. Not too much at this stage, just enough. And we'll stir all that in there like that. There we are. Okay, so I'm just going to let that simmer there for a bit, just so let the flavors get to know each other a little bit. And to that, I'm going to add some lamb. This is just cooked lamb that I've done in my air fryer. You could do them on a barbecue as well. It's tandoori lamb. You could also do stewed lamb. If you really wanted to, you could actually just use raw lamb, but it won't cook as fast and you'd be losing one of those nice layers of flavor. So I'm going to add all that meat in there as well. Now Vindaloos, the original Vindaloos from Goa, were inspired by a Portuguese dish called carne, so that's meat. The vinha, which is wine or vinegar, alux, which is garlic. So it was beef with garlic. I'm sorry, I'm having to laugh here because it's quite spicy in the room. People are having a bit of anyway. But alux means garlic. So it is beef or meat with garlic and wine or vinegar. So that was kind of copied in the curry houses, but the Bangladeshi chefs that started making it first didn't understand that because the alux, the Goans, they pronounced it alu. So a lot of the Bangladeshi chefs here thought that it was alu, which is in Hindi, it means potato. So potatoes started being added. It was a mistranslation, but a lot of times when you go to a curry house, you'll see that there are potatoes. And these potatoes have been pre-cooked in my base sauce. So they're all ready to go. I'm going to add those in there as well. Give this a nice stir, just let them coat. And it is spicy in here. If you were in this room, you'd know what I mean. But it's if you like a good vindaloo, you're going to like this one, I promise you. We're going to add a little bit more base sauce. And I don't need to stir this at all from the bottom because you cook these in about 10 minutes. So a curry house style curry is made with pretty much speed in mind. They want to get these things out to the table. So the only thing you're going to see is you're going to see around the edges that it caramelizes to the side of the pan because of the heat. So you want to scrape that back into the pan because that's flavor. And it is a spicy room in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a tiny bit of sugar. I don't have a sweet tooth, but I'm just going to use it for balance, about a half teaspoon. You might try it and want to add a little bit more. So we're just going to add a tiny bit of sweetness to that. Scraping around the sides. And then some vinegar, because vinegar, about a tablespoon of that. And that's just going to bring a nice tart flavor. So we're getting the spiciness from the chilies and the chili powder. We're getting a little bit of tart flavor from the vinegar and a little bit of sweetness from that sugar. Everything can be adjusted to taste. So if you want to make it spicier, do it. If you want to make it sweeter, do it. If you want a little bit more vinegar, go for it. There we are. This is looking perfect now. I'm going to add just a bit of salt. I've done this one so many times, I know what it's going to taste like, but I'll give it a try anyway. So add a little bit of that there. We've got some castor methi here, which is dried fenugreek leaves. And I'm just going to add that to the top by rubbing it between my hands there like that. That brings out the flavor of the dry herb. There we are. That's it done. 10 minutes at the most, I'd say. Let's give this a try. You are not going to get any better than that in any curry house. The thing is, if you make that very easy base sauce, pre-cook your meat, you can cook that anytime you like. That and all the other curry house curries on my channel. They're so simple, they're easy, they're delicious. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you do give this a try. If you're a Vindaloo fan, you're going to want to, and we'll see you next time. Even if you think you're not a Vindaloo person, I urge you to give this one a try. You can adjust the heat to suit your taste, but keep all that incredible flavor. Once you make a curry house style Vindaloo, you'll want to make it again and again. This is a curry house classic.